Hello to everyone, I'm Vladimir Vladik, the Bulgarian cowboy, and now we are going to talk about, well, this match is on tap, the clash between Roosevelt Roberts and Jim Miller, and I expect June 20th event is going to be, well, at least entertaining to watch, entertaining to spectate. Jim Miller, 31-14, 1-0 contest, the greatest submission expert in the history of this sport. I can freely call him that way, black belt in BJJ under Jamie Cruz, man. When you take a look at his career, he is the member of the UFC for, believe it or not, 12 long years. 12 long years, man. He is the emperor, Jim Miller. I mean, he has many submission wins, especially the most spectacular ones are over David Barron, Charles Oliveira, Melvin Guillard, man. That guy is a submission dude and very, very powerful guy, rear naked choke expert, the guy who parried some even of the greatest names in the history of this sport. A real legend. I mean, people say he is a gatekeeper, but for me, that guy is a legend. Last time he choked out Clay Guida after only 58 seconds, then lost to Scott Holtzman via unanimous decision. The guy had many ups and downs. He entered the cold streak during 2017 and 2018 against Dustin Poirier, Anthony Pettis, Francisco Trinaldo, and Dan Hooker, who knocked him out. So it was a great time to go. Roosevelt Roberts, 10-1, brown belt in BJJ. Roosevelt Roberts is the former interim CXF lightweight champion who fought many great names, and the guy who scored his contract at Dana White's Contender Series 15. Then he choked out Daryl Horcher, decision to Thomas Gifford, lost against Vince Pichel. Against Alexander Yakovlev, he also scored the unanimous decision nod and choked out Brock Weaver. So the guy has very powerful ground game. Just like Jim Miller, he is very powerful on the ground on the other side. Jim Miller is fair in the stand-up, but the majority of his fights were ended on the ground, and the guy is a real cardio machine, very smart fighter. So what I predict here? Well, Roosevelt Roberts cannot finish Jim Miller. There's no way he's going to finish him, nor a submission. It doesn't matter, but I don't believe he can finish him. But I believe one other thing. I believe Roosevelt Roberts has some chances in the stand-up. Jim Miller has amazing cardio. Everybody knows that. On the other side, when it comes to Roosevelt Roberts, I don't know much on his cardio because he only had 3 decision fights. His pace was not slowing down, but that's not enough data, On the other side, when it comes to Jim Miller, man, he was losing, winning via unanimous decision, but his cardio is very much good, And I'd give him slight advantage when it comes to cardio. Roosevelt Roberts has slight advantage in the stand-up and in kicks, of course. Jim Miller is fair in the stand-up, but not that kind of a brawler, He is a left-handed, tricky counter-puncher, good with takedowns, but he will hardly take Roosevelt Roberts down. Anyway, if the fight is taken to the ground, that's going to be a victory for Jim Miller. But other than that, Roosevelt Roberts might knock him out. I don't know. Roosevelt Roberts against Jim Miller is the clash of a young fighter. And, well, we can call Jim Miller a gatekeeper. And I don't know. I have some feeling that Jim Miller might defend his status. I don't think Roosevelt Roberts might defeat him so easily. I say very slight advantage to Jim Miller, but don't be surprised if Roosevelt Roberts knocks him out. Anything might happen. It's a very tough fight to predict.